Thanks for checking out my Animal Crossing New Leaf series. I'll catch fish, dig up fossils, and pay off debt for your viewing enjoyment. Thanks for making this possible. We travel to the year 2028 to go to the Harvest Festival in Animal Crossing New Leaf. My name is Brian Saviano, aka Bricks O'Brien, the Chair of Wonders, has brought us to November 23rd, 2028, where Thanksgiving is technically the Harvest Festival. So, this is a very complicated holiday, from what I can tell. I have never, from what I can remember, ever personally played Animal Crossing on Thanksgiving proper. Thanksgiving is a day to relax, eat food, eat dessert, watch football, sleep, and prepare for Black Friday the night of. So, I never play Animal Crossing. So, I'm going to show you what the Harvest Festival is all about. It apparently involves a turkey, and I was going to say it very much so is orange around here. Oh, there's mushrooms. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know mushrooms are here. So, yeah. If we go up to the Town Hall Center area, hello. There's a big old setup here and a thick-looking turkey. Hello, Franklin. Oh, you're the mayor, right? The guy they call Franklin. Your secretary hired me to come and cook for everyone. After all, the big hubbub today is about celebrating the fall bounty. Today's a Harvest Festival, so you're going to just whip up a mixed salad. So apparently, there's a nice big old balloon just floating, and there it goes. You have to get a bunch of different things to make a feast of a salad. So here's the thing. There's 4 main courses that you need to cook for this Thanksgiving meal. It's going to be salad, soup, main course, and dessert. Each of them require different items. So here, as Franklin just told us, we need the mixed salad, horse mackerel, skinny mushroom, and an apple. And a secret ingredient that could make the perfect ultimate mixed salad. So let me see here. If we need to get a mixed salad, we need an apple, horse mackerel, skinny mushroom, and vinegar? Where do you even get vinegar? I'm hungry? Okay. So, I think you get a special item from each ingredient you deliver. So, let's say, apparently for the mixed salad, we need apples. According to the site, we need 2 of the apples to qualify it for the what's it called? The recipe here. So, you can have this. Let me see here. So, 1, 2... Let's see if that helps. And an apple. 1 apple? You need all 3 ingredients together? Okay. Cool. So, where do I gotta get a horse mackerel from the ocean? That's annoying. And vinegar, and we need a skinny mushroom. I don't even know where I would find a skinny mushroom, dude. It must be around here somewhere because we found a regular mushroom on the ground. And then there's all different types of soups, and then I'm assuming main courses and dessert as well. So for, let's see here. Need to get my fishing rod, my handy-dandy fishing rod. Where'd it go? I don't remember. I tossed this stuff in here, technically, years ago. Technically, years ago. Where'd it go? There it is, right there. Boom. All right. Whoever puts fish in a salad doesn't know how to make an actual salad. I will say that. So, the things you could make are a fish salad. Disgusting. Fruit salad, mixed salad, mushroom salad, oyster salad. So, I don't know if there's a continuous loop that, you know, once we make one salad, there's other ones too that we can then go after. So, I'm going to try to just fish something up here. I don't know if this is a mackerel. I don't even know if this is where you find mackerel. I can only hope. One can only hope. Please? That's not it. That's a black bass. Not even close. Okay, cool. So, let's see here. The other one we need is the skinny mushroom. Skinny mushroom. It has to, I'm assuming, spawn in here at some point. I'm assuming it's already on the playing field. We just need to find it. That's not a skinny mushroom. That's just a regular old mushroom, right? Yeah, it must be. That doesn't look like a skinny mushroom to me. It could be, but at least we know where it is. Let's see. We can just pick stuff up off the ground, and I guess that's fair game for food, especially in an area where there's no, like, fields, or it's designed for food consumption. Maybe it's unsafe. That's a skinny mushroom. Okay. Now we just need the holy mackerel. All right, so let's see. The mackerel, horse mackerel, we get fishing. It doesn't tell me specifically where. I'm assuming the ocean, which, again, why on earth would you want that for a thing? And in all honesty, if this is what it requires to get, like, a piece of this furniture, it's probably not even worth the effort, honestly, unless you really like this furniture. But, you know, Franklin will appear in the campground anyways, too, so this isn't your only means of earning these type of items, too, you know? Is that a mackerel? That's a horse mackerel. Holy mackerel, we actually got it. And it didn't take us 40,000 years to do it. Cool. So, let's go back up here. Give all 3 of these to him at once. And I'm assuming, so everything in here we can obtain now, right? There's only a certain select amount of items. It's not that much, actually. So, wait, where do I find vinegar? Let me see. So vinegar is obtained. Give fish to villagers who are in their houses and wearing chef uniforms. Okay. So if I go give a fish to a villager in their house, I mean, all right. Let's give it a shot. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's Mary's house. Is Mary home? Mary's not home. Are you home? Yes, you're home. Cool. Hello. I'm assuming the villagers that are inside of their houses all have this stuff on. Some ingredients can only be obtained during the Harvest Festival, so you can kind of plan this ahead of time if you really wanted to. Oh, Hamlet's wearing a little outfit. That's cute. Let's see here. What? Oh, this is annoying. This is so annoying. So each villager has a specific thing that they want to get the special ingredient. And even then, you're not guaranteed to get that specific item. So, the things that are the special items are butter, flour, milk, sugar, and vinegar. Those are the items that you need that are special as the secret ingredient. So, those ones you can get from talking to villagers. So, if you give the secret ingredient, I believe that qualifies you to get a special item. If you bring the secret dish for all 4 dishes, he will give you a cornucopia. I don't think a cornucopia... Like, the cornucopia is that stupid-looking, like, bugle-looking thing. It's a bugle, pretty much, is what it looks like. I don't know if it gets you anything special. Let me look up what it is. Animal Crossing. If it's nothing... If it's not, like, an item we can sell off for a ton of bells, then I don't really care. Let me see. Cornucopia sells for 875 bells, obtained through the Harvest Festival, and it's a rustic theme. I don't really care. I showed a picture of it on here. It's whatever. I don't really care about the cornucopia. If anything, you get 1, but for the amount of effort to go to get that stuff, I'm not seeing it's worth it, man. I don't think it's worth it. So, like, if you compare this to, like, how easy it is to get stuff for the Harvest Festival... And, oh, it's only 3 ingredients? I guess I don't need 2 apples. Like, you can get a ton more Festivale stuff and Halloween stuff if you're just looking to cash in the furniture. Like, this requires way too much effort for how much you're going to get in return. So, no doubt I can make a fine mixed salad now. Do you have something? No, I don't, actually. Sorry. You ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Cool. There's a salad. Mixed salad is ready to be served. Come on, get it, everybody. All the ingredients you brought me were of the highest quality. Provide a little something. What do you mean? Okay, good. Finally. I'd like to give you the Harvest Wall lamp. Okay. So... Let me see. I'm planning to whip up the soup next. For soup, do you want me to get some clam chowder? Some clam chowder? Huh, kid? Get you some chowder, huh? You need an olive flounder. That's the soup de poisson. Soup de poison? That's kind of weird. Olive flounder, red snapper, sea bass. Alright. I guess we can do it. I don't know. Let's see. I have the sea bass. So that's good. The secret ingredient is lemon. Not that I really care. So, there's also a fourth secret ingredient for every dish. He won't say anything what it is, but if you bring it, Franklin will give you a fruit basket. If you bring the secret ingredient for all 4 dishes, he'll give you the cornucopia. So the fruit basket probably gets you nothing either. So whatever. Let's see. So can you only get 4 items out of all these harvest items? Because that's dumb too, if that's the case. All right, I'm gonna fish, and maybe by some happenstance, I'll find all 3 that we need. So, yeah, I'm assuming, yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely none of them are locked behind, oh, you can only get these during the summer, because that wouldn't make any sense. You can't go back in time. Well, I mean, I can, but, like, they wouldn't make you do that to, like, get all the items to qualify. So, red snappers must be in season. I think they're worth a little bit of money, too, so, and I don't even know how much you get for this set, too. If you get a ton of money, it might be worth it, but I don't really care for the harvest set anyways, so I'm not too bent up out of shape about it if I don't get all of them. So let me see here. One more time. There we go. Awesome. Perfect. And it's a boot. It's a boot. Great. Awesome. That's what happens when pollution happens, kids. Make sure you recycle. Anyways, let's toss this over here and hope for the best. Please. There we go. Don't be another boot. For the love of everything, it's another mackerel. Cool. So in case we didn't have it before, now we have it now. Great. So, more fishity fish, fish, fish. You look like a fish. Survey says. That's not right. Right here. Survey. Come on. Real quick. Wow, you took 1 bite and then walked away. Sure. All right, that works. You're literally missing the point. There we go. Right there. Nice. Good. One more time. There we go. Nice. Go, 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 go. It's not even close. A dab. There we go. All right. There's definitely going to be a reference to dabbing in the Switch version of the game. New for 2019. It's going to be like, put a dab on them. That's what it's going to be. They're definitely 1,000% going to make reference to it. I mean, they might not. Because maybe they'll want to be associated with the dank memes. Who knows? It's Nintendo. They can be weird. But the localization team for the, like the English, you know, translating it from Japanese to English, they have a lot of fun with Nintendo games, specifically Animal Crossing. So I'm hoping they have fun with it still. One can only hope. So let's see. More fishy fishies to make this really... Like, if you served me a fish stew on Thanksgiving, I'd probably throw it out, honestly. Like, Thanksgiving is all about the standard fare. Wow, that's big. Thanksgiving is not the time to spice things up, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Let me tell you a little story once I get to this fish here. So, my grandmother, you know, bless her heart, you know, she really, okay, cool, likes to spice things up, apparently, every once in a while. Now, I know my grandmother, there we go, it's a sea bass, great. You know, she cooks the Thanksgiving turkey, she did for years. Now my aunt and more of my family does it. You know, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, the squash, the everything. Basically, all your standard Thanksgiving fare and whatnot is within, you know, my grandmother's capabilities. My grandmother, for some reason, one year decided to really, I messed that up, decided to spice things up. And the way I feel with Thanksgiving, you don't spice things up. That is the time of the year to keep things as tradition, keep to the formula, tried and true. Experiment on other days of the year, if anything, to prepare for a spicy Thanksgiving. But you don't start the new recipe on that day, right? So my grandmother, bless her heart, found in the Food Network cooking book or whatever, she found this recipe for this turkey. Now, the turkey had all sorts of stuff stuffed inside of it, because if you put stuff inside of the turkey, then it adds more flavor to it. And obviously you want more flavor in your turkey, and that other fish went away, but sure. And I keep getting these horse mackerels over and over again. But, you can put, like, herbs and stuff inside of there. You put whatever, and it soaks into the skin of the turkey, the meat of the turkey, and it makes it taste better. So sometimes you want to do that. Now, my grandmother decided to put, like onions and garlic and all this random stuff inside of this turkey, and I'll never forget it because she'd never done it before, and it adds flavor to it. So when you add all this stuff inside of there, it cooks it within inside the turkey, and it seeps into the turkey itself. So the way she had done it through this Food Network, whatever it was, this random recipe from who knows who, because there's all different personalities. It's like basically if I made a cookbook and you did my recipe on Thanksgiving, don't ever do that. If I ever come out with a cookbook, don't ever cook it on Thanksgiving. It's not worth it. But even if I say it is, don't do it. So she cooked it, and not only did she cook it, she overcooked it. So it was incredibly dry. And if you are familiar, or your parents are familiar, with this movie called Griswold's Christmas Vacation, my favorite Christmas movie of all time, there's a scene in that movie when they are all sitting at the dinner table, and the turkey is cooked, and there's the scene where, like, I messed that up. They're trying to prepare to eat it, and the turkey is literally like if you were trying to eat this can of seltzer water. It's just like you can't eat it because it's so thick and so tough. That's what it tasted like on Thanksgiving. And nobody said anything, because that's what happens on Thanksgiving. Nobody has the audacity to say, hey, this is kind of awful, right? Because my grandmother went through all this effort to try something new, didn't want to shoot her down like that, We all make mistakes, or whatever, it is what it is. So, like, we did that thing, just like in the movie. We all kind of look at each other, and we're like, and, putting some mashed potatoes and some gravy on it to, like, mix it up and make sure that everything is, edible, which it still wasn't. And it wasn't until, like, one of us broke. I think it was my uncle who finally broke, and he just starts hysterically laughing. And we're all like, yeah, Susan, this is awful. This is literally the worst turkey you have or anyone has ever made in their lives. This is disgusting. It tastes like garlic and onions. It's gross. It's nasty. And Thanksgiving wasn't ruined because we had good dessert, good squash, good mashed potatoes, and all that. So that's what happens when you try to experiment. All your family is going to give you this look of like, and they're not going to say anything. They're not going to tell you anything, but you're going to know, right? You're going to know just by looking at the expressions on their faces and being like, yep, this is actually bad. So as much as you may want to spice things up and make things interesting for Thanksgiving, stick to the basic stuff. And this is another pro tip I'll give for you, parents out there or anyone who is watching who is going to get older one day. Host Thanksgiving at your house, the wife and kids, the husband, the kids, the whatever, right? Make sure, you're going to have probably a ton of people over your house, okay? I got a tire. Awesome. Great. Awesome. So the make or break thing, for one dish in particular, I've said this before in videos, I'll say it again, is the stuffing. I've had my fair share of stuffing, ladies and gentlemen. You know how many times I've had good stuffing? Nowhere near the amount of times I've had bad stuffing. Anytime I have stuffing, the past couple years at Thanksgiving, past couple years I've just eaten stuffing in general. It's always been incredible. Like, there's the way that stuffing should be is it should be very like flavorful, not moist and mushy, not too wet, not too dry. It's a very delicate balance. And the way that you cook it, there's a very fine line between it being hot garbage and it being really good. So, it should be cooked just that way. It should be like a very in-between. Is that going to read it? Not quite. Very in-between, fine line, delicate balance, whatever you want to call it, right? I'm waiting for this one right here. Hold on. And the thing with stuffing, a lot of things go into stuffing. I messed it up. Lots of bread. It's mostly bread, honestly. There's all sorts of, vegetables kind of in there, all sorts of herbs, whatever. Just a bunch of stuff, which is, I guess, why they call it stuffing. It's just stuff. And so, the thing that messes up stuffing is sometimes people put a little ingredient called onions into stuffing. Now, I'm not against onions. I like me some good onion rings. I like me some onions that are not like a ton of them. I'm not going to eat a stack of onions and then, try to have, this minty fresh breath. Like, onions are a commitment. Once you have onions, you're basically setting yourself up. What is this? Please tell me something I need. It's a rainbow trout. I don't need a rainbow trout. Oh, it's new, actually. That's cool. I need the red snapper and the olive flounder. And when you have onions in your stuffing, there's a key thing that gets messed up. And this has happened at my aunt's house almost every single year. And, she's not watching, obviously. No one that I spend Thanksgiving with is probably watching. If you are, then hi, and you'll know what I'm talking about. And I don't know, it's all potluck at my aunt's Thanksgiving. So I don't know who makes the stuffing. I've never had the courage to ask, and I will not ever ask. But if I happen to find out, I'll have a nice discussion with them. Because when you have the stuffing and you cook it, and then it becomes incredibly mushy, all right? It becomes mushy, and then the onions in there do not cook at the same speed that everything else does, okay? So here's the situation. You have this stuffing that's incredibly mushy, and then you have, what is this? This is the I don't need a seed. You have the onions in there that are hard as diamonds, ladies and gentlemen. Hard as diamonds. In comparison to how soft and mushy everything else is. Now, I want you to make a guess. Does this make for good stuffing? Absolutely not. It makes it for horrible stuffing. And the only way that you can do it is if you drown it in the gravy or accompany it in the same bite with turkey. There's no other way to go about doing it. And you still notice it. It's not like it goes away. I don't need a carp either. Okay. I don't have any more room. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So, I don't know why it keeps happening year over year, but it's literally like you just take a raw onion, put it inside of this basically putting it inside, not putting, but like putting it in a super mushy dish, and then calling that stuffing, and it's like, man, that's gross. That's just disgusting. Like, it's not unedible. Like, I'll eat. Like, I'm not gonna starve myself, obviously, but like, usually my Thanksgivings have consisted of a ton of mashed potatoes, and even those are easy to mess up. The past couple years, those have been really easy to mess up. Like, if you don't add enough milk to the mashed potatoes, then they can be incredibly lumpy, incredibly dry. Like, as much as you may want to be on a diet, and I'll probably watch my weight and whatnot, because I am trying to slim down just a smidge, or actually a ton, but, one day at a time. Like, I'm not going to put a ton of milk in there, but, like, with Thanksgiving, that is the day to not diet. I'm not saying eat yourself into a food coma, but I'm saying if you're keeping track of calories, that may be the one day you don't want to do it, because it's just, like, how can you possibly keep track? And there's so much good food. But if there's no good food, then you're kind of in luck, actually. You're kind of all set. You don't set yourself up to eat all this food. You're just kind of there. You have some dessert, maybe, that's been prepared by not people that have brought to the potluck. It's been made by some other, Italian pastry. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a zebra turkey fish, thank you. Well, it is a turkey fish, so I guess I will swap it out just for the sake of it being Thanksgiving here. But I'll swap it out for an apple. Great. you know, if there's no good food, then you're kind of in luck. But otherwise, you know, it's tough. It's tough. If you want to keep track of your diet, like, oh, it's not the day to do it. Just take the loss, eat the calories, eat as much as you feel comfortable with, pass out on the couch for a half hour, then you feel awful about yourself. And that's how Thanksgiving rolls, right? That's basically the entire gist, the cycle of Thanksgiving. Not that you should hate yourself after you eat, but, like, you should eat enough that you're like, oh, I made a mistake. So I'm going to let this go. I'm not finding this meal, dude. I'm not finding this red snapper or olive flounder. I would be here forever. So for the amount of effort it's worth, I hope you enjoyed my Thanksgiving stories. But you do that. For main courses... For main courses, there's the barred knife For main courses, there's the barred knife jaw sauté, the dab meneray, the olive flounder meneray, the red snapper polier, and then the sea bass sauté. None of which are Thanksgiving meals, but whatever. Desserts, you have apple pie, banana custard pie, cherry pie, coconut cream pie, and full fruit pie. So, there's that too. Some of these are going to be harder to get than others. Let me show you what this Harvest furniture, the overall color scheme is like, because it is, wow, that's an awful placement for a house. Are you serious? Just moving right into my backyard, not giving me any personal space at all. That's awesome. Great. That's totally fine. Let me show you what this stuff looks like, just for the sake of it. Here it is. Oh, it's a place on the wall thing? All right. Sure. So let's see here. Cockroaches running amok here. And wow, that's disgusting. Get this off of my wall. Oh man, that's bad. So, all right. What I'm going to do is go sell off these fish and then get out of here. Sell off the tire and just whatever. The amount of effort required to get one piece of furniture is astounding, especially considering, you know, it's kind of disgustingly ugly. So let me just see what the Harvest chair, for example, what that sells for on Animal Crossing New Leaf. Animal Crossing New Leaf. And I'm totally typing that in incredibly fast. The Harvest series. Okay, so the buy price, it sells for 3,333 bells a piece on average. The mirror's a little bit less. The wall and rug are a little bit less. So, yeah, not worth it, especially it being disgusting. Here's a picture of it here. It's nasty. It's just awful. So don't even bother. I'm going to go sell off this stuff here. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you enjoyed my Thanksgiving stories. There's more to share, but don't tell my family that a lot of the food, a lot of the time, it's just, it's whatever. I want to thank you guys and girls for listening, watching, tuning in. I'll see you again next time. Remember to meow it out, and we're going to go back into the Chair of Wonders to go to Toy Day. See you later. Bye.